Union Home Minister Amit Shah vows to end insurgency in Manipur if BJP is voted to power for second term. "21-year-old Indian medical student Navin Shekarappa from Karnataka killed in shelling at Ukraine's Kharkiv. Workers of various political parties stormed Churchampur mini secretariat to complain against boot capturing in Hanglep constituency. Police fire smoke bombs and tear gas shells. Manipur Progressive Secular Alliance urges CEO Manipur to conduct re-poll for 61 polling stations of 10 constituencies, including Chief Minister's Hangang constituency. Congress MLA of Khundrakpam TH Lokeshwar pleads ECI to conduct re-polling for 2 polling stations in Khundrakpam constituency. Manipur reports 20 new COVID-19 cases, 39 recoveries and 0 death in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 2.98%. India logged 6,915 COVID-19 cases, over 16,000 recoveries and 180 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.59%. And IIT Kanpur researchers predict fourth wave of COVID-19 pandemic to hit India by June this year. Hello and welcome to Impact News, watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHERYLLA. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear a mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Union Home Minister Amit Shah said BJP government will strive to resolve insurgency issues through dialogue if voted to power again. The Union Home Minister was addressing a public rally in connection to the second phase of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election at Hairokpatu Mandap Lampak, Thoubal district today. He appealed to vote for BJP candidate of Thairok Assembly constituency, Thokchom Tradisham. Amit Shah assured that BJP government will establish Manipur Skills University within 6 months if voted to power, besides establishing aims in the state as mentioned in the BJP manifesto. He also assured that the National Sports University will be completed by next year. He also highlighted various undertakings of the BJP-led government in the past 5 years. Chief Minister N. Biren, Rajya Sabha MP Laisamba Sanazauba, BJP Manipur Pradesh President A. Sarda, Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswas, BJP Manipur in-charge Sambit Patra, Asok Singhal, Minister TH Biswajit, MLAs Vice Radheshyam, TH Radheshyam and BJP candidate attended the event.
हमने मणिपुर के अंदर काफी कुछ किया है, एक और 5 साल दे दो। मैं आपको बताने आया हूं, मणिपुर के सभी उग्रवादी जुथों के साथ बात कर हमेशा के लिए मणिपुर में शांति लाने का काम ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार करेगी। एक भी मणिपुर के युवा पर ना गोली चलेगी, ना जेल में जाएगा। वो मेन स्ट्रीम में आकर मणिपुर और देश के विकास के लिए काम करेंगे। हम मणिपुर राज्य की सीमा को अक्षुण्ण भी रखेंगे और शांति की स्थापना भी करेंगे।
A student from Karnataka was killed in shelling in Ukraine's Kharkiv on Tuesday morning. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to the father of Navin Shekarappa, the deceased 21-year-old Indian student, this morning. Late Navin's father has alleged that no one from the Indian embassy reached out to stranded Indian students in Kharkiv. His family members said Navin was in the fourth year of his course in the Karib Medical College. Reportedly this morning when Navin rang out his father, he said there was no food and water in the bunker. Russian forces shelled Ukraine's second-largest city on Monday, rocking a residential neighborhood and close in on the capital, Kyiv, in a 17-mile convoy of hundreds of tanks and other vehicles, as talks aims to stopping the fighting yielded only an agreement to keep talking. The country's embattled president said the step-up shelling was aimed at forcing him into concessions. As the Ukrainian crisis deepened, thousands have sought safety in the bordering nations of Poland, Romania, Hungary, Moldova, and Slovakia. Long lines of cars and buses were backed up at checkpoints at the borders of these countries. The UN has estimated the conflict couple produced as many as 4 million refugees. UN High Commissioner for Refugees Filippo Grandi said more than 520,000 refugees had fled Ukraine. Workers of various political parties were not allowed to enter the office of Deputy Commissioner Churchampu District, who is also the district election officer, when they tried to submit a complaint regarding alleged capturing of 23 polling booths in Henglep Assembly constituency. Condemning that armed outfits capture polling booths in Churchampu District during the first phase assembly poll held yesterday, workers of Shiv Sena, INC and NPP staged protest demonstration in front of the mini secretariat in Tuibong, Churchampu District this afternoon. Police resorted to smoke bombing and shelling of tear gas to contain the mob. Some protesters reportedly sustained injuries in the scuffle. Shiv Sena, INC and NPP jointly staged the protest demanding repoll in 23 polling stations of Henglep constituency. The three polling political parties accused that underground groups carried out booth looting under the signatory of proscribed KNO, which is under suspension of the operation. Protesters chanted various slogans like "We want repoll," "We want democracy," "BJP Murdabad," etc.
To stand away our right to vote. So we want repoll in this 23 polling station. And then number 5 is to disqualify the BJP candidate why he is doing misconduct. And then why deploying all those militants group to capture vote. If people don't want, why he stand for the election? So we demand only 5 things today. Number 1 is immediate action to be taken to the polling officials, the ECI or the government to take immediate action because 23 polling officials, action has to be taken immediately.
Congress MLA TH Lokeshwar has appealed to the ECI to conduct repolling for Khundrakpam constituency polling station 1 by 20 Sarautel Primary School and 1 by 16 Cosmopolitan Primary School. Speaking to media at his residence in Sagolmang today, Congress candidate of Khundrakpam constituency, MLA TH Lokeshwar, also complained that presiding officer and security personnel failed to take the EVMs on time after polling was completed at polling number 1 by 20 Sarautel. He claimed that BJP supporters destroyed EVMs in front of security personnel. He demanded the relevant department to take action against the presiding officer and security personnel concerned who failed to take appropriate action when the incident occurred. MLA Lokeshwar opined that it would be a good idea to have media person present during checking of the EVMs. He also claimed that Congress supporters of Harao Road were deprived of their voting rights at Cosmopolitan School 1 by 16 polling station due to proxy voting. He said camera footage will provide evidence for the same.
Vote Hadabalure, Rakanda, Moyan Kaisama, Hupchele, Rakan, Inun Tugaiba, the Changela Tuon Kokaiba, the school Tugaiba, the Mutata, Precising Bishana, Adum Kamaga Tamaga, EBM is many men say, Atanana Tugan Base, Mase, Assembly, hardware precising Bisha should be book. They must suspend the Godamne, Adu Mutata, Madu Tarbo, Kodima, police of Zakhu, Makoy Matu in Paris Academy.
Manipur Progressive Secular Alliance MPSA condemned CEO Manipur's statement that the first phase of 2022 state general election was conducted smoothly. MPSA condemned that such a statement was released by the CEO Manipur amid sporadic violence and demand for repoll in 61 polling stations spread across 10 assembly constituencies, including Chief Minister's Hengang constituency. The pre-polled alliance led by Congress Party held a press meet in this regard at Congress Bhavan, BT Road today. Speaking to media, AICC Senior Election Observer Manipur, J. Ramtraman said there are reports of booth capturing and proxy voting in 1 polling station in Saitu, 23 polling stations in Hanglap, 17 in Churchampur and 11 in Hengang constituency, and the same was a surprise to CEO Manipur immediately. However, CEO Manipur released a report stating that the election was conducted peacefully. He alleged that after Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to Manipur, proscribed outfits under suspension of order in Kampokpi and Churchampur district acted in favor of BJP, leading to poll disruption yesterday. The alliance warned of pressing demands to the ECI and the Supreme Court if CEO Manipur failed to prove the matter at the earliest.
Issued by the KNO, drafted, prepared by the Union Home Minister and the Chief Minister of Manipur, and issued in the name of the KNO. This has made a complete mockery of Churachandpur and Kangpokpi districts. We call upon the Chief Election Commissioner and the Chief Electoral Officer to take note of the fact that elections in both these districts have not been free, have not been fair, have not been peaceful because of the threat issued by the KNO.
Shiv Sena Manipur urges Election Commission of India for repolled in 22 polling stations of Hanglap Assembly constituency in Churchampur district on charges of booth capturing and other irregularities. Speaking to media at party office in Baupara today, party president M. Tombi alleged that Kuki proscribed outfits under suspension of the operation acted in support of BJP and caused hindrance in many polling stations. He accused the outfits of booth capturing and threatening candidates of Shiv Sena, INC and MPP. He demanded that polling in these polling stations be declared null and void under the Representative of the People's Act 1951 135 Clause 1, Clause A, 58 and 58 Clause A.
Vote again, Lakumidu, Simulaga, Nomina Namana, vote Adu Tado, Natragadi, vote Hadavia, Haigumba, polling stations to vote Yampangwika and Harga, Ibimission to Iba, Munba, Aduka Phone, support Tonigaina, Lalo group America, Highway, I think the Toga the Rock. Aduki candidate cook to Duraba, Prajana, Tagapamishe, elected, Nataba, selected Kikanos and Selejikino, Asi Parliament Yonani, Karima Handragadi, Sigi, Pon Mams, Sikalina, Election Commission of India, demand of Servicing Sea, Hanvina Nava, Adu Asengba. Asumba MLA Khanbagi Tanjado Lobi and Habigi Asset Patazavo Shiv Sena the Power.
BJP has refuted allegations by Hengang Assembly constituency Indian National Congress candidate P. Sarachandra regarding hindrance to Congress party agents at polling station 11th in the constituency. Speaking to media at Hengang BJP Mandal office today, Hengang constituency BJP candidate cum Chief Minister Northam Biren's election agent Salam Drazan refuted the allegations as false and baseless. Salam Drazan said Hengang constituency RO and section officer even declared polled in Hengang constituency as want with no issue. He condemned P. Sarachandra for trying to defame BJP candidate cum Chief Minister and Biren's image.
Matam chana magi agent natraga masamangna sign toraga matam chana presiding officer pisilaga vote thadaba hojing mamang da pung taruk zarana pung tet da hobo erga di pung taruk kumadagi mamang simoi present oigada bane have adu mogi procedure matungina mock poll tobo khotpa mayam ama laikhre akoi chachabada akoi hangjabada adum laktabadi moi minute tara ngai batra ma phana kuina ngai bok laktabadagi norms ki matungina Kanaguma party may agent Mayorgadi, vote Hadabai, Hobi Yai, Habagi, Madugi, rules in my vote Hadaba Hobone. Polling session Krada, Magi, agent Topinabalerum, Gani Habachok Hazadeva. I don't know, Madam would not talk to where I'm going to. Me later they talked about the work when I took Pirega and elegation to Vasita Sinas talk to Honinde.
Election campaigning for March 5, second phase of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election has intensified. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chief Minister N. Biren addressed a virtual rally of Bharatiya Janata Party for 54th Numba ST constituency today. Prime Minister Modi claimed that the double-engine government of the BJP has curbed burnt and blockade in Manipur. He urged the people of Manipur to vote for BJP to see better Manipur. BJP Tamenglong District in charge Yumzao Singh, Tamenglong District BJP President M. Danild, and BJP Nungba Mandal President Makum Pundrongmai attended the virtual rally held at BJP candidate Dingangluk alias Dipu Gangmai's resident in Gaidingjang Khopum Noni District. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a virtual rally with the people of Manipur at MMRC and Unity Park in Kangabong. Addressing the rally, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, the BJP-led state and central government have launched various welfare schemes to bring forth new Manipur and new India. He lauded Chief Minister N. Biren for launching initiatives like Miyamge Numit Go to Hills, Go to Village missions to reach out government schemes to beneficiaries in every nook and corner of the state. The Prime Minister appealed to support BJP candidates in the upcoming second phase of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election, which is scheduled on March 5. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Nonthamban Biren expressed firm belief that BJP will rule the state again. He claimed that BJP will secure between 26 to 30 seats in the first phase of election, which was held yesterday for 38 assembly constituencies, and around 10 to 16 seats in the second phase of election. He appealed to people of Kangabok to support BJP candidate Kehis Menzor Mangang. Campaigning for 39th Suknu Assembly constituency candidate MLA K. Ranjit has also intensified. Congress Election Campaign Committee Wangu organized a car rally today. Congress supporters from Tuangu Gram Panchayat participated in the rally, which kick-started from Tuangu Sandankong, Ward number 2. The rally covered many locations of Suknu Assembly constituency before culminating at Wangu. Speaking on the sideline, leader of Congress Election Campaign Committee, Thaudam Damen appealed to support Ranjit in this election. EVMs used in first phase polling of 12 Manipur Legislative Assembly election for 10 various assembly constituencies in Imphal East District have been deposited at the strong room of the Imphal East DC complex in Porompan. The EVMs were brought and deposited under tight security arrangement. The assembly constituencies in the Imphal East District where polling was held yesterday are Kundrakpont, Haingang, Kurai, Lamlai, Wangkai, Ketrigao, Kairao, Yaiskut, Andro, and Tongzu. Editors Guild Manipur, EZM, and All Manipur Working Journalist Union AMZU condemned the assault on Tom TV reporter Sagol Semthem Chandra allegedly by NPP workers in Nauria Pakanglakpa constituency. EGM and AMZU also condemned the ban on Chorchampu media team who went to cover first phase polling yesterday by armed miscreants. Joint press release from the EZM and AMZU says a written complaint will be submitted to CEO Manipur and urges relevant authorities to take legal action against the perpetrators at the earliest. Manipur reported 20 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 669 samples tested in the last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 2.98%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 136,803. Active cases are 303. There is no COVID-19 related death in the past 24 hours. Death toll remains at 2,112. On the positive note, 39 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,34,388. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 98.23%. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Presto Personalized Wonders Imphal da nauna hangdok chere hairiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlam sing mafam asida phangbigani ngasi maglangsing birau Tilak Ras Enterprises Presto Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Thong Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Enjoy our freshly baked products. All our products contain honey. Kohi, taste the heart of Manipur.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India added 6,915 fresh COVID-19 cases, 16,864 recoveries, and 180 deaths in 24 hours. As per the latest report of the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases have declined to 92,472. Total recoveries are 4,23,24,550 and recovery rate stands at 98.59%. Their total reaches 5,14,023. Over 177,70 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine had been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 43,76 lakh 1,000 people. Above 59,77,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 36,92 lakh 26,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 2,61 lakh 71,000 in the world. A study by Indian Institute of Technology IIT Kanpur research team has predicted that fourth wave of COVID-19 is likely to hit India by June 2022, reach its peak in August and to end by October 24. The research study also cited that fully vaccinated populace and those who receive booster dose are less likely to be affected by the fourth wave. It may be mentioned that World Health Organization recently warned that Omicron variant may not be the last COVID variant and the next strain would be more contagious. BJP candidate and MLA of Langtabalt Assembly constituency Karam Shyam said the first phase of state general election went smoothly in Langtabalt constituency due to the patience of BJP workers and BJP polling agents who were attacked. Speaking to media at his Judging Mairingkhong residence today, Karam Shyam alleged NPP candidate K. Navakishore of attempting booth capture at polling number 20/34. He also accused that one Plaishram Gokeshwar alias Giri from Kokwa Sopalairak, polling 20/18, who is a supporter of Congress candidate Okram Joy, assaulted a polling agent of BJP during yesterday's first phase of election. He further alleged Okram Joy's wife and son of creating scene at election sites, besides assaulting BJP agents in 20/4 Kokwa Sorokhaibam Laikai. On the positive note, Karam Shyam expressed happiness that Langtabal constituency witnessed 91.73% vote turnout.
Aigi rival oriba tam tare la karam aba magi loina bisina ade aigi puja gi dum ta khilliba got chapu kaukhaiba laten kaukhaiba adano whole moigi family se adom khana chaina ba democracy gi wan thok khangdaba gunda pandagi nupi angang yauna masa masu yauna torpaduna maram oidana yamna masak thiba fajadaba election ama oiram gadabadagi yamna khangba kanbaga loinana prajagi cooperation dagi khoi election ji pangthokre candidate orga boot capture tawgena honabai se laibang masa taba thong na teba.
A shop belonging to the president of Singzamay BJP election committee, Ward number 16, was set ablaze by unknown miscreants today. Speaking to media at the committee office located at Singzamay Chingamaka, Mesnam Lekai today, committee president Haubom Indeshwar condemned the incident. Indeshwar said he has no enmity with anyone but took a major role in canvass for BJP candidate.
Mara laitaba adi kasu laitaba amagi damukta dukan mai thaba khotpa swain tawsi yam noite yam condemn tawi karamain tawduna akhoi misam praja sing sa hinggadoi no sinida kaigumba kanoma kamta kano tawba sunglai laitaba kasu nataba khana se no su laite kanumta laite adu election yaw wi damukta mai swana thaba khotpa tawsidi sum khanjalur kana masi ayam si karamaina hingdoi no hewa wakhan sine khallis ya noi tabs mana tawdanaba kari tawgadage kari step packet kadage sa khanabam thoe.
Speaking to media, Indeshwar's wife Premlata expressed suspicion that burning down of their shop located near Singzamay Chingamaka, Oinam Lekai Pishumthong is bolt related. She claimed that properties worth around 5 lakh rupees were destroyed in the inferno. Premlata said a police complaint has been filed. She appealed to whomsoever concerned not to repeat such act again.
Aigi pure basi BJP ki active worker ne masi akhoi nungai na daba laikai gi degi ama magi kaimta laina de aigi dukan je mai tharami base aidi vote ka sum mari laina ranga drai na ina chingna jai angsa se thoktana ba aigi da mangi tai ba mayam se sumaina atopa magi da mangdana ba da mangta ainga se dharna se tokjabane sarkar pai babu oiro manungi chil inau bu oiro ama bu oiro sigisina thidopiraga matik cha pramanga loina gyan antang tamina ba pam
akhoi saujabadi dukan sida mai thadokpa mai tawrambase kanana thadoi bano masi wakhanyam taba mina tharam ga dabdi mande si thadoi mi si kaino yumlak ta tharam batar ga yum ka mai chakani yum ka mangani aduna maram war ga si condemn tawi akhoina athuwa matam da si tharam mi si kari maram gi thabano haibado yamna irang thoktinga da tholaktana sengtokna raga yamna ingna khanadana loisan ba pami.
Condemning the incident, Salai Apunba Nupi Lamzing Club and Singzamay Chingamaka Maira Paibi State is sitting today. Taking part in the protest, advisor of Salai Apunba Nupi Lamzing Club, Y. Ibetoy demanded clarification from the perpetrators. Free speech and hearing screening camp will be conducted at the OPD block of RIMS Hospital on March 3 to mark World Hearing Day. The camp will be held from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Press release from the RIMS Media Advisor informs all interested persons to contact mobile number 8837475991 for registration. The Quarambant Ima market in the Imphal city wore a crowded look today as a large number of shoppers thronged the marketplace today. Interestingly, the first phase of 12th Manipur legislative election was held yesterday and there have been reports on candidates distributing money to voters. Impact News witnessed several shoppers coming at the market with 500 rupees currency notes. There was a heavy traffic on routes leading to the Ima market area. Notably, garment shops and mobile phone shops in Quaramba market recorded a heavy sell out of products today.
Posesibo kamay tayo nga sijibo.
Bungoy, yam nungay, yam haraw, yam sile. Kusangwa tapi ngakelay, nahangi sita na wala naman do. Kasi nga si Bono nga, basi yaw siyang din si Sani.
Si Marangi, buki manin gawin doon.
Bot ki maline. Bot na tidi kada lagi kamana lakani.
Boleh laku sih bu yang kayak sapi ke pulau kayak sapi.
Oke, semua sapi yang terpulih. Ngasih se pot se mi gaya jam harau na pot lain na belum tahu Ado koi sukhara dia dum yon zare. Nah hanya di wah ya dum yon besi. Koi na suhana su bot memang tu dia hai na ya bakwa. Hujuk pot se dia bot matung dah di sikit di kahai na ya ba. Di thasa phalang dam ne ba. Ado ba ngasih sudah dia dum khanyi.
Ngasih na dikhari heleng hangai dikhara wale.
Kendra tadi di bot ki percaya am jauh na panggil tadi tu imai lekai di kiam jauh na pinage.
Dum na koi lekai dum jauh.
Kiam kau pinage.
Mari deh na mau bawa.
Saya kahai dah drone aibo. Mi amma katangi cile tu, amma katangi pangi tu.
Namrai di kaya pila.
Ahum ga ani ga sana ke. Kari hai beno BJP na kerawange. Jadi juga Kongres ke mana kari.
Hana di tis amani adum jola lagi deh bah. Ujek di nipan mapan taragumba adum jon bayai bah. Ujek di market improvement orang bah.
Kesan kami buat sengaja kami togi.
Nara adum fazana tahu thada ne. Nupa ki saudai dia aku ki kalau kita di nupi ne hele thada ba. Kara dia tu mian naik na hai mana tu kang dia aku di.
Konstitusi itu jadi election ini makta senjeli kau lihat hai na bersum tay apa kau. Tunggu video tu mai pau tapi.
Dum hoi mayam yen na ngai na dum khoi su yen budi ye le doi tar ga su yam na di yen re
ya ang ga ye le tar
chongwa samai na ye
ngoi sungkan yo le customer tara changa yom ne ngasi gi di dum kun kumanga yo chale hoji bauta
oi ngasi na di kitang di hele han thai da gi de
maximum moina 8-9 chai dum yo le do ngasi di khara khen chel la da mi
vote ki kai ka manin khai lai na bai ma
adu gi male khun sum khanjau da
Sige ahan buat hada jadi nungai apa kamai tu ke?
Adum nungai hada.
Candidate kan beri ngarang je kamai na kan ge.
Candidate cera, thabo phazana taw goda kan.
Buat memang di kara nungai kai mi kar komam mi ko dengan sih dum cele. Tu tunggu su cele kan ni nungai jadi hai bi kal dilai.
Kira kau gini lising ani ye le.
Cise, nangai de kai am hengkat ke.
ngasi na yang kai hengkale, yang kai mu 100 mu da yang kai mu hengkale.
Proscribed Pripak condoles the demise of Pripak's Red Army Corporal Nitozam Suras alias Laiba. Press release from the outfit's publicity officer Mangal Kuman says the corporal succumbed to an illness on February 28. Directorate General of Civil Aviation has announced that scheduled international passenger flights shall continue to remain suspended till further notice. All cargo operations and flights especially approved by it shall remain exempt. It may be recalled that on January 19, the suspension was extended till February 28. Scheduled international passenger flights have been suspended in India since March 23, 2020, following coronavirus outbreak. Special passenger flights have been operating between India and around 45 countries since July 2020 under air bubbles arrangements. Now the sports news. FIFA and UEFA have suspended Russian national teams and clubs from all international soccer competition until further notice. The suspension, which comes after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, will likely leave the Russian team out of the upcoming World Cup in Qatar. FIFA oversees soccer worldwide, while UEFA, one of the 6 continental organizations, governs the sport in Europe. UEFA also announced it ended its partnership with Gazprom, a Russian majority state-owned energy company that is one of the UEFA's main sponsors. The decision is effective immediately and covers all existing agreements, including the UEFA. 8 fencing players from Manipur who participated in the ongoing Asian Junior and Cadet Fencing Championship 2022 were given a rousing welcome upon their arrival at the Imphal International Airport today. The ongoing championship being held at Uzbekistan Tashkent kicked off on February 24 and will continue till March 3. Speaking on the occasion, Manipur Fencing Association President M. Lokendro said 1 female player and 3 male players bagged 4 medals in 3 different category events of the championship, including 1 silver and 3 bronze medals so far. He expressed hope that the remaining 3 players of junior category will also bring laurels for the state and the country.
Junior की उजिक टास्केंस दा फेंचर अहुम ले उरी मधुजो ईश्वर की कृपा देगी मेडलिस्ट ओइरना बा कोई मैम चंगदना लाइक खरम बगी अदुमाइना कोई तौजरी अदुगा लेट डिफेंसर्स बी सक्सेसफुल इन देयर इवेंट्स नेशनल गेम ददी मेडल जी ट्राइनथोय लेबसिगी ट्राइनथोय मक्सी मणिपुर न फंगिबगी रेकॉर्ड लेहिरबनी फेंचर जिंग जी कोई पिकअप तौरी हानेगी मधुगी मार्क तु यौननबना अकोइनजु गार्जियन जिंग अमजी अकोइगी ऑफिस बेरर जिंगना ngamiगे होनदना मधुगी स्टेज उमतंग यौब ngamna na कोई अंकन होनजरी.
League match of the ongoing Indian Super League 2021-22 between Hyderabad FC and Jamshedpur FC is underway at ZMC Athletic Stadium since 7:30 p.m. In yesterday's league match played at Tilak Maidan, East Bengal FC and Northeast United FC ended in 1-1 draw. Hyderabad is leading the league's table tally with 35 points, followed by Jamshedpur at second spot and ATK Mohan Bagant at third spot with 34 points each. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Union Home Minister Amit Shah vows to end insurgency in Manipur if BJP is voted to power for second term. "21-year-old Indian medical student Navin Shekharappa from Karnataka killed in shelling at Ukraine's Kharkiv. Workers of various political parties stormed Chorchampur Mini Secretariat to complain against boot capturing in Hanglep constituency. Police fired smoke bombs and tear gas shells. Manipur Progressive Secular Alliance urges CEO Manipur to conduct re-poll for 61 polling stations of 10 constituencies, including Chief Minister's Hangang constituency. Congress MLA of Kundrapam TX Lokeshwar pleads ECI to conduct re-polling for 2 polling stations in Kundrapam constituency. Manipur reports 20 new COVID-19 cases, 39 recoveries and 0 death in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 2.98%. India logged 6,915 COVID-19 cases, over 16,000 recoveries and 180 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.59%. And IIT Kanpur researchers predict 4th wave of COVID-19 pandemic to hit India by June this year. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Congress की पांदम नारोल सिंह दमक सही खुदिंगी अनोब थबक लिसिंग यांखई पीगनी Manipur Staff Selection Commission लिंखटकनी